Well, nah. So let me start off by as far as Milk goes. Let me start off by saying big shouts out to Milk because when I first reached out to him, yeah, I mean, I hadn't interviewed anybody. We really didn't have content out when I reached out to Milk, so it was kind of like hard to believe when he was actually down for an interview. But there was a lot that went down, a lot of conversation that I had with Milk. Well, not a lot, but enough conversation that I had with Milk um to where I I just could tell like the type of personality he is. He's fucking cool, bro. He is one of the rare ones. I think like everybody that I've encountered so far has been very fucking cool. And I don't let me start off also by saying that I don't ever expect anybody to answer back when I'm reaching out and asking to see if they can link up for a video or interview or anything like that. I never expect anyone to reach out. So if they do reach out, I mean if they do respond, it's cool. But it's never expected, to be honest with you. There's no hard feelings. Like if somebody was to not respond, there's no hard feelings. But excuse me. But when someone does respond, that to me, I'm like, that says a lot, bro. Even to just to tell me no, like it means a lot, to be honest with you. But when I reached out to Milk, yeah, I had 0 subscribers, and pretty much all of that. And so one of the first questions I asked him during our interview was like, how do you pick and choose what platform you go on, who you interview with? Like, are you picking? He's like, I'm not picky in the sense of like I'm too good for nobody, but I think he did say like, like if you're, it's kind of like on like if you're a cool personality, like I guess you can kind of like sense people in a way to where like if he could tell you're an asshole or like you're just not on that same vibe, I don't think he'll fuck with you like that. But I mean, for the most part, I think he's pretty chill about whose podcast he goes on and shit like that. So shouts out to Milk, man. He's cool as fuck. So let me actually get into that. Look, we had a lot of convo off camera. Um, and he was just like chopping it up, telling me like, yeah, I mean, he was just telling me about like the podcasting shit and all that, like how it is kind of weird and it's a little bit uncomfortable and shit. And yeah, I mean, we're chopping it up for a cool little minute before the interview, and then after the interview, because I mean, like towards the end, he was telling me like, yeah, like we can go for another hour if you want, like we can keep chopping it up. And I was telling him, nah, like I don't want to do that to you because I just want to respect like whatever. If I paid you for an hour, let me just get that hour. I don't want to get like no freebies, no handouts. And I mean, I don't know, maybe he would have charged me for that extra hour. But either way, I mean, I didn't want to like take more than I asked for. You feel me? But he's a genuine person, bro. I mean, I actually gotta work with him soon. I got a couple ideas to where we might be working together soon, hopefully. But if you see this, Milk, big shouts out to you. And if you don't know who Milk is or you're not on his shit, you need to go over there, dead ass. Go to his Instagram, go to his YouTube, go tap in with Milk. I mean, like I probably watch all his content at this point, which is weird because I'm kind of new to Milk. Like when I had reached out to him, I was pretty new to Milk. Like when we filmed the first Mobcast episode, that's when I learned it's crazy, bro. It's crazy how life is. So we filmed the very first Mobcast episode that is not it's not out anymore. Like I took it off. It was like too much. I mean, it really was a test run anyway. It wasn't really ever supposed to be like a full fledged episode. I just wound up putting it out because I was like, oh fuck it, we need content. I'm gonna put that bitch out. But I pulled it because there was just a lot of shit. The audio was fucked up and camera angles were fucked up and like visually it looked fucked up. Like everything about it was trash. But I mean the conversation was cool though. But nah, so that same night, like we filmed it and we went to my living room and we watched the Milk video. And right after the Milk video, we watched the Perv Buster video. And who did I wound up working with was both of them.